What's up, guys? We're the CACI twins. I'm Mikkel.
I'm Peyton.
And today's video, we decided to do a video on our scary ghost stories because we've recently just moved back into our house, and we've had some stuff happen. So
Not
we
to
wanted
us,
to
but
share some stories that's happened past couple years we've been living at this house. And we're gonna first start off with this story that Mom told us.
As our family being pranksters, we think that they're joking or trying to play pranks on us.
Especially us, we're the biggest pranksters of the family. Besides our mom too.
Okay, let's get started with the story. So one day we came home from school and my mom said it was like around 10 o'clock.
While we were at school.
And she was reading her book downstairs on the couch and no TV on, just pitch quiet. And she heard like walking upstairs right above her, and like as like a human you'd like overthink stuff.
That it's like something, oh, it's my mind, like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. You try to like act like it's nothing scary. But my mom was actually petting my dog Lola at the time. So while she was petting the dog,
it started growling.
And Lola, our dog Lola, does not growl.
Because we only got it for like
a week.
Like 3 weeks, something like that. And it was a brand new dog. It didn't growl because it was just getting used to it.
Never heard it bark ever. And just to like my mom to hear the dog bark, it like freaked her out. So she's like, oh, I'm just gonna go check upstairs. So she goes to go check upstairs.
There's nothing
there.
She looks for like anything, like see if the cats are up there. There was nothing up there.
She's home alone too, so even scarier.
We're all at school. So she goes back downstairs, gets back to her book, starts reading again. And she starts to hear the walking again, but someone in high heels.
In the middle bathroom.
On the tile floor upstairs. So she starts getting freaked out. She waits till my dad gets home, and she tells him, and my dad goes, oh, it's the lady in the attic. We go, what are you talking about? He's like, I've seen her in the jacuzzi from upstairs.
And our dad used to always tell us that there was like a lady in our jacuzzi, not in our jacuzzi, in our attic with long nails. And like whenever our friends would go in the jacuzzi when we were younger, we'd be scared because we'd think that the long nails would crawl out of the vent in the upstairs attic. So we'd always like look up there and be like,
before we go to bed,
see it. Or like even before we go to bed, like we are paranoid to like stuff.
We don't believe the lady in the attic story, but we believe everything else.
Yeah, but yeah, that was like super scary about that. So that afternoon, we decided to wait till our brother gets home from football at night. So he gets home, and us pranksters wanted to play a little prank on my brother because we were already scared, so we were like, let's scare Gavin. So we told him the whole story about it, and he was like, oh, I don't believe that, blah, 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 blah.
Because he doesn't believe in anything we say.
Yeah, because
our family in general.
Yeah. So he's like, no, that's not true. But he was probably like kind of a little scared, so he like was thinking about it when he was walking up the stairs. So he was like looking around to make sure there's nothing there or anything. So he closes the door, my dad's closet door.
Make sure
nothing is in there, make sure it's closed, and looks in the attic and everything. And he's like, okay, I'm fine. So he goes in the shower. As me and my sister, we go in there and turn the lights off. And all of a sudden, when we go back out of the room, we see our brother just book it out of the bathroom, screaming, like bloody murders, half naked, not even half naked, fully naked.
Who showers half naked?
Yeah, when I say half naked, fully naked. And me and my sister are dying, and we go, Gavin, why are you screaming so loud? And he was like, turn the lights off. He says,
as the lights were turning off, he saw the closet door open. Like literal open, like you could hear the cracking. We're like, what the heck? We didn't hear that.
We were like, we did not do that. He goes, you guys, you swear you guys did not open the door. Is there anyone in that closet? We go, no. Like, what are you talking about?
How could we transfer from the closet to outside of the door?
Outside the door, yeah. If you guys would see our house, you'd know what we mean. But yeah, that story scared us. That's the end of that story. Another story that I have is
when we got back. Oh, you're scared.
When I'm sleeping in my bed. Yeah, so this is my room. But anyways, so I'm sleeping in my bed every night before like I go to my bed. I like will check my closet. I'll like look in the corner, make sure there's nothing. Like I can't have a hanger or something just sitting on there because I'll think it's like some black shadow, and I'll overthink it and like scare myself. And I'll go sleep with her. And my door is always shut. Never leave my door open because I don't want anybody to like see something.
As a downstairs room.
Yeah, because I'm the only one downstairs. All my other siblings are upstairs, which I like it though. It's nice. But anyways, so I'm like here trying to fall asleep. It's around like 2:30, around almost like 3 o'clock.
Scary time.
So I'm like laying in bed, looking at my phone, and obviously like I get a text message. I'm just like looking at it. Okay, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. So I'm laying there. All of a sudden, I see my door like crack open a little, and I look and I'm like, oh, okay, it's nothing. Like it's probably like the air probably pushed open. So I close my eyes again, and all of a sudden I hear a little penny drop. Not even like a penny, coins drop on my floor. So I'm like, what the heck? So I grab my phone real quick and I turn my flash on and I'm like looking around. I'm like, what the heck?
You started to call me.
I called her on her phone.
She's like, are you messing with me? And I was answering because I was sleeping at the time. But then I picked up like a minute later and she was like, are you throwing pennies at my door? I go, what do you mean pennies? Like
she didn't know what was going on.
Being woken up to that, I was just like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah. And so then I like all worried. And so I go and turn my light on and I look and there's no pennies. I'm like, what the heck did that noise come from? Am I like thinking, was that a dream or something?
Is it your mind? Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck? So then I look to my right of my dresser and there's 3 scratch marks on my floor. I'm like, oh heck no. So I book it upstairs and I'm like, Pan, you have to come see this. Like, look how scary this is. There's 3 scratches.
I was annoyed. I wouldn't look at it.
She's like, no, there isn't. You're just kidding. And I'm like, no, I swear. There's 3 scratches on the floor. So she comes and looks and she's like, what the heck? I still have the 3 scratches on the floor. Still. And it just like creeps me out. Like every time I go to bed, I still get scared. But now I don't. Really. So now she's going to go on with her story, but we have a lot of stories. We're just going from like stories that have recently happened, but like we said, we just came back to our house.
So it was during the weekdays after school practice. I had basketball practice, and I walked to my house like thinking my family would be home and like my sister and stuff because all their activities were done. So there was no one at the house. And I was just like scared, but I was like, no, don't overthink anything. Like, you'll be home alone, but you'll be fine. So I sit on the couch and I go on my phone, on Instagram, Twitter, all the usual. And I look to the left and I see a cabinet slowly open. I dipped out of the house. I ran. I was so scared. I was literally across the street because I was looking into the house.
We hate being home alone too.
I hate it. And I was looking in the house like to see like maybe it's my family pranking me this time. So I walk back in the house and I look around and there's no one there. So I book it even faster out of the house and I call my neighbor and I'm like, will you come over, please, please? She's like, I'm with my friends. I was like, that's fine, just come over. And so I go to her house to get her. And she has like a knife and stuff and they're all coming in the house. We're all scared. We're all looking for stuff. And I go, I swear I heard this. I saw the cabinet. And she's like, okay, I believe you. We're all scared looking in the house. And we
like stuff like that.
Yeah, we called my sister, Mikkel. And I was like, when are you coming home? She's like, I'm coming home in 10 minutes. So she came home and everything just stopped and everything was fine. But I was just so scared after that.
And like we get paranoid really easily. Like if we hear one little like I hate sleeping, we're just like
I hate waking up and like I don't want to like stare at something because then I'll visualize us as twins. We not just as twins, as sisters. We psych each other out and like get scared easily.
Because we're normally just like used to, like as us being twins, we're always together. So like we're not used to being separate sometimes.
Yeah, and so we just sketch each other. I mean, we get scared easily because, like, the story about...
Really paranoid.
We get scared about the girl in the attic or whatever, the lady in the attic. And we know it's not real, but we, like, get scared very easily because it's so creepy.
And we'll, like, look up in it because my attic's, like, literally right next to my bed. I know, we look at it right now. Well, oh my god, what if that happened? Like, a little girl
she came out, what's up?
I'd be freaked out. I'd probably punch it.
Oh, let's tell them about Joey, our cousin. That was the creepiest story of all.
This story is so creepy.
This is like a scary
story. Yeah, this like he saw something.
He's a young little boy.
Let's just go with this. So, anyways, this kid Joey, he's our cousin, and he's from New Jersey. He's 5 years old, and he decided to come over one day, the day of Christmas Eve, actually.
He comes over every Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're sitting there, and we're all, like, getting ready. We're all, like, cooking food. My Nana's here. Everyone's here, like, our cousins, aunts, uncles, whole family. So Joey decides to walk past my room.
Because we're all hanging out with him.
Yeah. So he decides to walk past our room, and he looks in there, and he starts, like, pointing, like this.
Oh.
And I'm like, what is that? Like, what is this kid doing? And I think kids are scary because we always watch scary movies, and like there's always like scary kids doing scary stuff, so we're all just like, I'm like, heck no, why is he doing that? So I look at him, I'm like, what are you doing, Joey? And he goes, what's this black thing floating on your bed?
Breathing on the wall.
Like this. And I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, there's a black thing on your bed just breathing.
As a little kid, like, we don't think he's joking because he wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah, so we're just like, well, how does he, like, know? Like, why is he saying this? And I'm like, maybe he thinks it's our cat Binks. So I'm like, is that my cat Binks? And he's like, no, it's not a cat. It looks big and it's a circle thing just breathing. And he's like, it kind of has red eyes too. And I go, I go, Joey, come here right now. So I tell him to come here. He comes over and I go, were you joking? And he goes, no, I swear.
And I go, here's a notebook. I give him a notebook. I was like, will you draw it up for us?
Yeah,
he says yes. And he was like happy. He was like, yes.
He like was excited to draw it.
And so we gave it to him, and he drew like a
dark what you described, a dark circle with red eyes. And we're just like, oh heck no. And it was like a flat surface too. It was just like weird. So we were just like
we couldn't see it. He can only see it.
So, and you know how sometimes people say little kids can see scary stuff? So we're just like, this kid's not kidding. And like every time he comes over every Christmas Eve now, it's like we get so scared. We're like, no, Mom, we don't want him sleeping over. He's not sleeping with us. So we're like, But we've had some scary stuff happen in our house. If you guys have had anything scary happen to you or hear noises, just know you probably do have a ghost. And don't second guess yourself. What'd you say?
It's barely lighting.
Really? Okay, that's good. That means no bad spirits. But anyways, don't second guess yourself. Know you have a ghost and get a sage and pray or something. Yeah, go to the corner of each of your house. Each of the yeah, I would do your whole house if you do have it.
Go to each of the corners of your house, pray, open the window, let's say all the bad spirits leave the window.
Yeah, we do this occasionally. So this is our cat Melvin. He's a kitty like me.
Weird.
But anyways, I hope you guys liked our scary stories. And if you guys liked it, please give us a thumbs up and keep subscribing. And share some scary stories that you guys have had down below. And we'll get back to you guys on those. We like hearing stuff like that, so please do. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay watching by CACI.